Make a doujin video.
No. I stopped making them since like a few months ago.
That's why that's why your videos only get 50 views. I got it.
Right, so before the video starts, just so we're in the same page, I'm going to be replacing the R word with the word raid. Firstly, to avoid age restriction and potentially the video getting taken down. Secondly, I just don't like saying the word, so yeah. So, when I get bored, the thing that I usually do is to go on hentai and then look at the popular section. Now, the popular section, they're mostly just standard, you know, you have your typical one guy, one girl, they do the thing, and then everyone's happy. But then you get the occasional one guy, many girls, or one girl, many guys. But then one day, there was this one doujin that was in the popular section, and it stood out. Not because the story is kind of weird, I mean, I've seen pretty similar ones in the past, it's just for some reason, this one, out of the multiple that I've read, it kind of stuck out for some reason. And the title of that doujin is Haramase no Shima, Otome wa koto de haramibara ni naru. I'm pretty sure I just butchered that name, but basically, today I'm going to be talking about what happens in the doujin and what I don't understand about the doujin. So, the story goes as follows. There's a schoolgirl named Mina, and she has started to develop some feelings for another character whose name is Keita. She also has a neighbor named Satoshi, but he's not important for now. She lives in a very small island, and I mean very, very small, with a population of only around like 300 people, named Kurowashu. She didn't actually go to the island by choice. The only reason she went there is because both of her parents died in what I assume to be a car accident, judging from the illustration. So, because she had no one else to go to, her grandparents called her and invited her to the island they were living in. Now, one day, when she came back home from school, her grandparents told her to go to the shrine at night after she finished eating dinner. Now, of course, she didn't think too much of it because, well, she had a good and friendly impression of the locals there. But what she didn't know was that her grandparents were about to pull the biggest sabotage anyone has ever done in their life. Turns out, they were inspecting her body, yes, her body, because they thought that she would make a great pregnant belly. Pregnant belly, in this case, means basically a female who is impregnated by multiple men in hopes of giving birth, in hopes of increasing the population. Now it doesn't make sense. I'll go over this later. Now nighttime comes and she goes into the shrine, very confused, obviously. She then meets her neighbor, Satoshi, and he tells her to go to the main hall. And in the main hall, she meets the mayor of the island, who is named Yamashita. Yamashita then basically just explains about, well, since the population is decreasing, they need to do this traditional ceremony called the pregnant belly, and he basically just explains what the pregnant belly is, what they do in it, and how she is going to be the next pregnant belly of the island. And obviously, she said, what the fuck? No, I'm not doing that. You can fuck right off. But before she got a chance to do anything, like, I don't know, like scream, run away or something, Satoshi fucking puts her in a headlock, and then multiple men from outside the shrine go in and they started raiding her. Now let me get back to the pregnant belly part. I don't understand why you'd make one girl do all the heavy lifting and the giving birth. Like, it doesn't make sense. It takes 9 months to give birth to one baby. And if you're lucky, you might give birth to twins or triplets, but that's a very small chance. So, increasing the population by 1 every 9 months is not very effective. You get what I mean? There's another doujin that had a similar concept to this, and they actually did it right. The title of the doujin is Oideo Kunoichi no Sato Kiwami Fuma Kunoichi Soto. Okay, I'm not gonna pronounce these anymore. But basically, the story of this doujin is literally the exact opposite of this. The main character, who is a male, is told by their grandparents that the village that they are staying in has a decreasing population because, not population, more like population of males, since most of the children that were given birth to were females, and for some reason none of them were males, so the way they try to increase the number of males is by making the son, or the main character, breed with literally all the women from the village. Yeah, I mean it's a good one. You can read it if you want, but I'm not gonna be talking about that in a video. But anyways, I don't understand why you choose one girl instead of multiple girls, because by using multiple girls, that sounded really wrong. By breeding with multiple girls, instead of the other way around, it makes it more efficient, I guess. I don't know how to put it. Because instead of one baby every 9 months, you get multiple babies every 9 months. And because there's more women that you can breed with, there's a higher chance that you can, I don't know, maybe conceive twins or maybe even triplets. So it doesn't make sense. I don't understand. But I mean, then again, nothing makes sense in doujins, so let's just move on. Now, after the raiding, Keita, which I assume is Mina's crush, is confused as to why she didn't show up, because they made a promise, like the previous day, to go to school together, and yeah, that's basically chapter 1. Now, I'm going to quickly skim over chapter 2 because I don't want this to be a 30-minute video. So, lightning round. Keita visits Mina's house to ask her to go to school together. Mina's grandpa comes out to tell him that she hasn't been feeling well since yesterday, which is an obvious lie, right? When in reality, Mina is just in the middle of a night watch, which is when a man spends a whole night together with the pregnant belly in hopes to, like, I don't know, make sure she doesn't run away or something. I don't fucking know. This is a weird story. Now, fast forward, and she tries to go to school. And at this point, I'm pretty sure all of the adults already know that she's the pregnant belly at the island. And because of that, on the way to school, in school, and on the way going home, she gets endlessly raided by literally everyone. Fishermen, her teachers, some random fat guy on the street. You get the point. Alright, she gets raided by literally everyone in the fucking island, except for the children. And then nighttime comes, and then she goes to the shrine again. And in the shrine, there's a bunch of old men. They're like aging and balding. Basically everything an old man does in their, like, I don't know, like midlife crisis or something. But instead of, breeding her, they started playing with her using dildos. And like, what? I thought the whole point of this fucking pregnant belly thing was to give birth? But why are you using the what? I don't understand. And then Satoshi notices the obvious non-breeding that's going on and saves Mina from the old men. And then blah blah blah, they do the night watch together, and then that's pretty much the story so far. There is a third chapter out, but as of making of this video, it's only in Japanese, so... And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I haven't made a doujin video in a while, so it's kind of refreshing to go back to this. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Make a doujin video.
Okay. Okay, and then you say that that's why your videos only get 50 views for it.
What?
That's why your videos only get 50 views.
That's why your videos only get 50 views?
No, okay, say it again.
What?
Just say it again, I need some space. Motherfucker.
That's what your videos is. Dude, just stop! I'm moving!
Just say it!
Wait, let me compose myself.
Dude!
This is hard. Okay. What?
Just that's what I... Fuck. I messed up.